Howdy, howdy, howdy.
It's me, Flowery the Flower.
I don't know what the hell happened to my voice, but something happened. Do 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 do. Come on, man. Am I streaming? Yeah. Hello, hello. Cool. Hello, hello. Alrighty. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to some good old Jackbox games. You know, Jackbox, the thing everyone loves. I love it, genuinely. It's not a joke. And I figured, what better than some good old Jackbox right here on stream. So here we are. Yeet. And I was hoping people would join chat and kind of interact. So yeah, I'm hoping people hop into chat and then tell me what kind of games they want to play of Jackbox Party Pack 3. I'll wait another minute, and then if no one says anything, thankfully, Trivia Murder Party can also be a one-player game. But if anyone's there, feel free to hop in and let's play. Or at least tell me which game you'd like to play. Obviously, I don't think faking it is the right idea, but the other four are really solid. Alright, another few seconds. Phone, what is your issue? Why will you not connect to chat? Alright, there we go. Alright. It does not appear anyone has any special requests, so we're just going to start Trivia Murder Party. I love Trivia Murder Party. No, why? Full screen. Oh, God. It's being wonky now. Give me one sec. Very well. We'll just have block bars. Cool, cool, cool. All right. And here we go. If you're interested in joining in, feel free to just hop in. All right, I'm in. If anyone's interested in joining in, feel free to do so. And like before, I'll give it another minute. If no one says anything in chat. Coolio. So I really love this game. It's horror, but at the same time, a party game, and not horror. Because normally I hate horror, but I love this game quite a bit. So yeah. Giving people a few more seconds before we just continue. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's a low blow.
Wake up!
I'm awake.
Come on, wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, voted most painful quiz show 7 straight years. But it's really got a lot of heart, and honestly, I think you're going to enjoy it. Until you die.
Isn't that the dream?
I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini games. If you do badly in the
dream.
mini game, I'll kill you. But if you somehow survive through 7 questions, you go to the final round and a chance to escape. And you still
Hell yeah.
have time to join the audience and potentially get killed by me. It's fun! I hope you enjoyed the time and effort I put into that slideshow. Now let's play! Okay now, first question. Okay, this is a tough one. I mean emotionally. When did Zayn announce he was leaving One Direction?
Oh, I have no idea.
Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is...
Hey!
Too easy.
Oh, trust me.
Let's try
it
this
isn't too
again.
easy.
Edvard Munch painted which work of art?
I don't think he painted the screen. I'm gonna guess.
And the correct answer is... this one?
Ah,
Wrong answers must be punished. Welcome to the killing floor. Aw, hell, son. It's math time.
oh
Answer
no.
as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get at least 10 right, you die.
Right.
Let's get this
5 minus
math
2 is
party
3.
started.
6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 1 is -1. That's 14. That's 10. That's 7. That's -5.
Stop
That's
counting
1.
with your fingers.
That's
It's
minus
sad.
2. That's 8. That's 12. That's 2. That's 6. That's
Keep your
14.
focus.
That's
Don't let my voice
6.
distract you. We're almost out
It's
of time.
very distracting. Oh, God.
Oh, you did it. That's kind of a bummer.
Sorry I bumped you out.
Hey, do you like the place? Originally, I was gonna put a hot tub down here, but I was like, hey, you've been talking about a torture pit your whole life. You deserve it.
You do. You deserve it.
How about this? What's the name of the oldest brat in Family Circus?
Ah. I have no idea. I'm gonna guess.
Who said this?
Uh,
Wrong answers must be
I don't know what
punished.
Family Circus is.
Welcome back to the killing floor. Let's do a little memory test.
Oh god.
Memorize the pattern.
Green, orange, blue. So Goob. Goob. Abu Goob.
Alright, let's put these away. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? Oh, and it probably goes without saying, if you get any of these wrong, I'll have to kill you. Was this what you entered? How'd you
Fuck.
do? Mistakes are unacceptable.
Ugh. Damn.
And look who's dead already. Well, just remember to walk into the light, little ghosty.
Terrible tragedy. I wouldn't go up to the old warehouse if I were you. They say terrible things happen there. A horror-themed trivia game show, but the questions weren't all about horror stuff. Honestly, it sounds confusing. Somebody died. I know because the killer used to post the scores on the bulletin board in the general store. Real embarrassing. Horrible. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to leave for a
Damn.
concert. It's the Boys Two Men reunion tour. They'll all be there. Sean, Nathan, Wanye. Should be a good one.
Hi, the party's downstairs. Come on in.
Huh. Well, let's play a sequel.
Hello again. It was a lot
Hi.
of work to set up all that stuff to look exactly like it did last time, but I did it. You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, first question. I'd like to do a quick shout out to my boy, Guy Fieri. I love your food, my man.
Hey.
Which of these foods is not on Guy Fieri's American menu?
I'm guessing.
And the correct answer is... Wrong
Damn.
answers must be punished.
Oh God.
Welcome to the killing floor. Time to explore the magical world of words. Use
Words.
letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. It'll be good to get your fingerprints on some of these letters too. But I will be very disappointed if you can't find at least a five-letter
Five-letter word.
Get to it. The letters don't have to touch each other, and remember to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you
okay.
came up with.
Thank God.
You've escaped my clutches this time, but we'll meet again. Today's the day. I'm going to look at myself naked in the mirror. I'm not going to chicken out this time. It's going to happen.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Here's another one. What river runs through Paris?
I don't remember.
Who picked this one?
Not me.
Sorry, but wrong answers must be
Fuck.
punished.
Here we go.
Welcome back to the killing floor. Oh darn, this is such a mess. There's blood all over this art, and it was really expensive. The blood, I mean. Memorize the pattern of blood.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, that's enough time. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. Here's that art again. Let's see if you messed it up.
Hey.
Be sure to update your resume.
I'm really not good at this game.
What are you gonna do with all that money? I know of a great timeshare opportunity.
Oh, that's great.
Alright, next question. Hominy is a type of what?
What a great question. It's
Who picked this?
not me.
Wrong answers must be punished.
I'm an idiot.
Let's play the finger cutting game. If you've got a hangnail, now's
Oh
the perfect time
God.
to take care of it. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's real cut and dry. Get it?
I get it.
Go
Probably
for
the
it.
ring finger.
Ah! Looks like my
Now I
puppies
can't
are
get
eating well
married.
tonight.
It's fine.
I have a message for all you haters out there. I get it. I totally get it.
I'm sorry.
Let's try another one.
Do you need to talk?
Here's a deep philosophical question.
Okay.
What's the point of Candyland?
Just to get to Candy Castle.
Who said this one? Very good.
Yeah.
Let's try another one.
It's a deep question.
Okay, I am really tired of shaving my cats. So tell me, which cat breed is hairless?
The Sphinx cat, right? Well, that's not an option. I don't have Persian as an option. I think Burmese are really fluffy. I don't remember.
Time's running
Minx.
out. And
Let's
the correct
guess.
answer is this.
Hey.
Lame. Alright, next question. How do you spell RIP using letters from the military phonetic alphabet?
Well, I know R is Romeo, so 2 is correct.
Who said this one? Forget this. Come with me. Looks like someone wants to spin the loser wheel.
But I got it right.
Nobody keeps the loser
Did
wheel
I?
waiting. Nobody.
Did I click the wrong one? Oh
Round
god.
and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows.
Fuck.
Hard to beat those odds, and you didn't. Well, you made it a pretty long way, but you didn't make it to the end. You should have just saved us time and died in the first round, now that I think about it.
Oh god.
Terrible tragedy. I'd stay away from that abandoned mannequin factory if I were you. Rumor has it some awful things happened there. A game of wits, but with this weird guy who subjected people to terrible jokes. I heard he even had writers. Terrible writers. Somebody died. Just how that old soothsayer predicted. Tragic. Hold on, you're not my wife. Why am I talking to you? Get away from me, you weirdo.
Feel free to join in.
Hi, the party's
Anytime.
downstairs. Come on in.
Kind of Jim. Right.
I was helping someone load his van. He threw me in, now here I am.
Hey. Pretty good
I'm
music.
in his basement, cold and afraid. Where a deadly trivia game is played.
Kind of dancing to this. Pretty good.
Though it's dark, I can kind of see.
Do 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 do.
He's trapped down here with me.
Dun 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 dun.
All dreading what he'll carry out.
Dun 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 dun.
All at once we hear him shout.
Dun 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 dun.
It's a trivia murder party.
Dun
And I'm your crazy host.
dun dun.
Better answer carefully or be turned into a ghost. There's no point in your running. You probably won't survive. But maybe if your luck holds out, you'll get out of here alive.
Dun dun. Dun,
I
dun,
beg and plead and beg some more.
do,
But
do.
drags me onto the killing floor.
Dun, dun,
Well,
dun.
there's nowhere out that I can find.
Do, 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 do,
And there's a
do.
pack of ghosts that's right behind.
Da, 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 da.
Trivia murder party.
Mm,
And I'm your
Trivia
crazy host.
murder
You
party.
better answer carefully or be turned into a ghost. There's no
Oh yeah,
point in you running.
this is Super Jam.
But maybe if your luck holds out, you'll get out of here alive.
Dun, dun.
Will I survive? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, I try not dying inside this game show hell.
This is very jam. I love this. Trivia murder party. Dun, dun, dun. I wonder if I can find this online.
It's a trivia murder party, and I'm your crazy host. You better answer carefully or be turned into a ghost.
Ghost.
Point in your running. You probably won't survive.
Alright, give me 1 minute.
If your luck holds out, you'll get out of here alive. Trivia murder party. Trivia murder party. Trivia murder party. Trivia murder party.
What is up, people? I am returned. Let's continue. Hey,
Back for
I got
more?
an achievement.
Well, I've got plenty. First question. What is Bjork's last name?
From what? I have no idea.
And the correct answer is...
Hey?
Too easy.
Oh, trust me, not too easy.
Next question. I appreciate investigative journalists, mostly because they haven't caught me. What industry did Upton Sinclair expose in the jungle?
I'm gonna guess to back up.
And the correct answer is... this one. Sorry,
Damn.
but wrong answers must be punished.
That's fine.
Welcome to the killing floor.
Sweet.
We're going to play chalices.
Oh,
There
fuck.
are 4 chalices. Half of them are poisoned. Pick a chalice to drink from. I'm pretty excited to show off my chalice collection. Good stuff. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Ah, fuck.
How's that taste, huh?
Deadly.
Ouch!
Oof.
Somebody was quick to die. Oh well, life goes on. I mean, not for you, but whatever.
Terrible tragedy. I'd stay away from the old abandoned movie backlot if I were you. They say terrible things happen there. A party game, but with creepy stuff added. I don't know, I think maybe I'd understand it better if I was a millennial. Somebody died. Why is it...
Yeah, I died.
A sequel with the entire original cast. I hope you all got points on the back end. If not, I'll puncture a few new ones for you.
Get it.
Okay now, first question. Adventure Time takes place in which magical land?
Oh, God. Terabithia. Oh, my God.
And the correct answer is... too easy.
No, it's not too easy.
I've got more questions for you. The hard part about making a latex Jake Gyllenhaal suit is getting the dimensions just right. According to IMDb, how tall is Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh, he's a tall boy.
Who said this? Lame.
Interviews with him and Tom
Alright,
Holland.
next question.
So good.
Not that she should be defined solely by this, but... what kind of fruit is in Miss Pac-Man? Who picked this?
I guessed.
Forget this. Come with me. Welcome to the killing floor. I think we can all agree that trivia is hard, so let's have some fun with math. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get
God.
at least 10 right, you die. Time to
One
get your
plus three is
math
four.
on.
4, 10, 10, 11, -1, 11, wait, no,
You look like you're concentrating too hard.
12, 17, 11, 10, 3,
You know how numbers work, right?
3,
Well, time's running out.
15, fuck you, man. Oh,
Dang,
shit.
I was really hoping to
Oh, that
subtract you.
scared me. I live.
People often ask me, what's the most evil thing I've ever done? And it's gotta be that time I ordered delivery during the purge.
I love
Here's
that.
another one. Who is totally a Samantha?
What? Let's guess. I don't know what that means.
Who picked this one? Wrong answers must be
I don't know.
punished.
I don't know what that means.
Well, howdy there. Welcome back to the killing floor.
It's been a while.
It's time for a memory
Oh
game.
God.
Memorize the pattern.
Orange knife, green hammer, orange grenade, orange hammer, green grenade.
All right, let's hide my
Oog.
toys. From left to right, what was the order of the colors?
Oog.
And because it's
Ugh.
just you,
Oog.
Ding Dong, I require a perfect
Ugh.
score.
Ooh, ooh, oog.
And here it is again. How close did you get?
Oog.
Someone's memory is just too vivid for my taste.
No, no. It's making weird sounds. There's a difference.
Scores, scores, scores. Yay, scores.
Hell yeah.
Let's try another one. British comedian Steve Coogan has been portraying which character for decades?
I'm gonna say Mr. Bean, but I don't know.
Who said? This one?
Damn it.
Sorry, but wrong answers must be punished.
No, I get it. You got a job to do. I got a job to do.
It's time to use your words. Use
Ugh.
letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I will be really upset if you can't find at least
Damn
a
it.
7-letter word. Word time, go!
L. I suck at this game.
I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Ooh, let's see what you did there.
I did.
Here it comes. Sure, you
Damn.
didn't make it to the end, but you made it a decent ways through the game. Don't beat yourself up. That's my job.
Sorry, man. I
Terrible
feel great
tragedy.
about myself.
I'd avoid that old diner on Route 7 if I were you. They serve soggy pancakes. I'd also avoid that old house up on the hill. Rumor has it some awful things happened there. People forced to play some crazy game show using their phones as controllers. I don't really understand the technology. Somebody died. In fact, the Evening Gazette read, "Local idiot dies from being stupid." I have it framed above my toilet, don't you know?
Fuck you, man.
Spooky stuff. Now, if you don't want to buy a rocking...
Alright. We're gonna reboot. So, I'm opening this back up. If anyone wants to join, please do. Okay, I'm a sack this time. I'd really love it if people joined in. It'll make this a lot more interesting. Rather than me just continuously dying to, you know. Let me text some people. See if they want to join. Is there anyone here who want to play Jackbox? Probably. Not gonna lie. Probably not. What else we got? Actually, there might be one. If you by chance interested, stream Jackbox. You're free to join in to hop a call together on the off chance you do. Just let me know. It's gonna be a lot more interesting once another person joins. It's kind of sad. My Twitch moderator screen has is stuck several minutes ago, and it's really sad. I'm actually gonna just reset that because it's bugging me. If anyone's here and is interested in joining, feel free to. I'll go back to playing here in a sec, but because I know for those of you that are watching, you're probably here just to watch me die over and over. But I want to leave the option open. Or if you want to play a different Jackbox party game, let me know in the chat. Alright, I'm gonna go get brutally killed. Hell yeah. I'm gonna skip it because it's gonna mock me again.
Wake up. Wake
I'm
up.
I'm up.
Welcome to Trivia Night, an endless onslaught of devious torment, but without all the preachy morality of those other serial killers.
Cool.
I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong,
We're gonna skip
interrupting
this.
the
We've
guy
already
with
seen.
all the sharp objects. Very smart move.
Sharp objects are the
Here's
best.
the first question. What's deep fried to make a hush puppy?
I'm gonna guess
And the correct answer is
a.
very good.
Thank you.
Let's try this again.
I'm from the south. So,
What is Twitter's New York Stock Exchange symbol?
probably.
And the correct answer is this. Wrong
Damn it.
answers must be punished.
Sounds good.
Welcome to the killing floor.
I feel welcome.
We're going to play the finger cutting game. I hope you're not fond of extremities.
Again?
Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. Easy
Ring
peasy, lemon
finger.
squeezy. Ah!
Don't
It
worry
puts the finger in the
about getting
basket.
married.
Scoreboard time is a good time to relax, let the tensions of the game drift away, and just reconnect with who we are as people.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, enjoy this time.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Let's try another one.
Okay. Enjoy.
At what age does a girl celebrate her quinceañera?
15. I know that one.
Who said this? Too easy.
That one was too easy, to be fair.
Alright, next
It's-
question.
Yeah.
Which of these girls is not mentioned in Mambo number 5?
What is Mambo number 5? Pamela.
And the correct answer is this one.
Fuck.
Sorry, but wrong answers must be punished.
Makes sense. You got a job to do, I got a job to do.
Hey girl!
We got a
welcome
job to
back
do.
to the killing floor.
Oh,
What a mess.
thank you.
This piece of art has blood all over it. The new blood is probably getting all mixed up with the old blood. Memorize the pattern of blood.
Top row. Square. Okay, I think I got it.
Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If your pattern is different than mine, I will kill you.
Sounds like a plan.
Here's
You got a
that
job
art
to do.
again,
I
and
got a
here's
job
what
to
you
do.
did.
It's fair.
What do you want? A medal?
That would be nice. But someone who appreciates.
I think this game's
My
pretty
effort
sweet
is
so
enough.
far. Ah! I said sweet out loud. Now teens know that I'm not cool.
Cool.
Next question. Which of these is not a style of women's jeans from Old Navy?
Pockets? Is that a choice? Flare.
Time's running out.
Flare's my guess.
Who picked this one?
Damn
Wrong
it.
answers must be punished. It's time for the 3 R's. Ripping,
No.
revulsion, and arithmetic. Answer as many math questions as you can.
Arithmetic
before
is
time
with
runs
an
out. If you can't
A.
get at least 15 right, you die.
Oh, God. Alright, here we go.
Let's go.
0.
Math.
11. 13. Minus 7. -1. 3.
So much
17.
math going on right now.
13, -1, -4,
Make the most of your limited math time.
12, -6, 8. Fuck.
This was inevitable. You got pretty
Damn.
far. That's something, right? I mean, you can
I
brag to
guess.
all your friends. Oh, that's right. You don't have any. Bye now.
Thanks.
Terrible tragedy. I'd avoid that old
Thanks,
rundown
man.
gazebo if I were you. They say terrible things happen there. A deadly game that danced around sex and drug references but never explicitly said them so as not to affect their game rating. Somebody died, which everyone thought was terrible. Not me. Pick up a book once in a while and maybe you won't die on trivia shows. Terrible.
Fuck you.
A thing like that would never happen during a game of Quiplash.
Hi, the party's downstairs. Come on in.
Alright, let's get back to it.
You want some more, huh? I can do this all day. Well,
Sounds good.
within reason. I have a life outside this dungeon, you know.
That's fair. I want to take you away from that.
Alright, first question. What is the South American equivalent of an ostrich?
Do they have a South American equivalent? Emu? I thought that was Australian. Crap. That's my
And the
clue.
correct answer is...
Hey.
lame.
Ugh.
How
I
about
know,
this?
you want to kill me.
Who is not one of the Powerpuff Girls?
Fuck. Ah. Ah. I
Who
guess.
said this?
Hey,
Hmm,
I'm
too
cultured.
easy.
I'm not, but here we
I've
go.
got more questions for you. Not sure if their board of tourism brags about this, but... Archduke Francis Ferdinand was assassinated while visiting what city?
Sarajevo. I don't know my
And
history.
the correct answer is... this. Forget
World
this.
War One.
Come with me. Welcome to the
Here
killing
we go.
floor. Every loser must spin the loser wheel.
What? I didn't lose.
Well, you had a fair shot. It just didn't work out. Dead so soon? I guess you have to be good at something, and you're good at being terrible.
I was right. I got the question right.
Terrible tragedy. I wouldn't go walking around that abandoned strip mall if I were you. Rumor has it some awful things happened there. A demented killer forced a bunch of folks to answer some trivia. Worse than going to pub trivia, they say. Somebody died. Looks like heaven just got some bad trivia night partners. Tragic. And
I got the question right. It's every 3.
Hey, the gang's back together. I missed you. Now let's go back to killing you, okay?
Okay.
Okay now, first question. Where do Kias come from?
What is a Kia? I'm gonna guess South Korea.
And the correct answer is...
Hey.
lame.
I don't even know what that is.
Alright, next question. What pasta looks like butterflies?
It's not fettuccine. It's not ziti. Fusilli? Fusilli? Farfalle? I'm gonna guess Farfalle.
Who said this one?
Hey.
Very good. Let's try another one.
Okay.
Who's on first and what's on second? But tell me the name of the third baseman.
I don't know. It's on third.
And the correct answer is this one. Forget this. Come with me.
He's gonna kill me. I got the question right.
Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play chalices. There are 4 chalices. Half of them are poisoned. Pick a chalice to drink from. These chalices are
The wood one.
good to the last drop, if you know what I mean. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Oh, thank God.
What? No one drank any poison? There's a 100% chance I'm gonna eat my weight in candy later.
This
And in
guy's
case you
kind of
can't
my
tell by my
aesthetic.
questions, I'm totally just a big nerd. Here's another one. Because we occasionally have English visitors to the dungeon, here's an obligatory football question.
Football.
Which football team in the English Premier League has won the most championships?
I've heard of Manchester United before.
Who picked this? Too easy.
Cultured.
Next question. Let's mix things up a little bit with the picture question. Oh, fun! Here's a picture of my college roommate Gunther and our girlfriends, Isabel and Hannah Laura. We did everything together. Everything. You can't see it, but I'm definitely winking right now. This takes me back to a night in Dusseldorf. We had just terrorized a local hostel. We're all soaked in blood, and Hannah Laura says, "Who wants Knockwurst?" Because one of the victims' nicknames was Knockwurst, and, well, I guess he had to be there. Okay, back to the photo. What living animal wasn't present?
I don't think there was a woodpecker.
Who said this?
Fuck.
Sorry, but wrong answers must be punished.
Was... Oh, God.
Welcome
That was
back
a
to the
wood-
killing floor. Please
Of
take off
course.
your shoes.
Okay.
Let's test your memory. Memorize the pattern.
Green, blue, orange, blue, green. Grenade, knife, hammer, hammer, knife. Oh, God.
Okay, you've had enough
Green,
time.
blue,
From
orange,
left
blue,
to
green.
right, what was the order of the colors?
Okay. I got
One
this.
single flaw, and no more breath you will draw. Dang. This was the pattern, you silly goose. How much of it did you remember?
Oh, thank God.
What? There are still people out there that have an attention span over 7 seconds?
Yeah. I do. Thank you very much.
I'm having so much fun right now. I'm gonna have to
Glad
journal
you
about
are.
this later. Let's try another one. I just love literature about young kids trying to kill each other. It takes me back to memories of public school.
Same.
Which character from the Hunger Games died first?
I have never read The Hunger Games. I don't think Rue was first. Let's guess Clove.
And the correct answer is this one.
Fuck.
Wrong answers must be punished. It's time for some wordplay. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. It
I
was
suck at this
really
one.
hard to find good cues to cut out. I will be really upset if you
No.
can't find at least a 7-letter word. Start poking those letters with your fingers. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done.
I suck at this game so much.
You're almost out of time. Let's see what you could come up with. I
spelled it wrong.
probably should have mentioned you have to enter actual words.
I spelled it wrong.
Life is
Fuck.
pain. A totally respectable showing. I mean, before you messed up and ended up dead.
Ugh.
Terrible tragedy. I'd stay away from that old discotheque if I were you. They say terrible things happen there. A terrifying game with a high-concept premise that served as a framework for several smaller game concepts. Could have been a standalone retail product, if you ask me. Somebody died, which is just terrible, but it's nice to have fewer dumb people around, I guess. Spooky stuff. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for my old-timey accent lessons.
Hi! The party's downstairs. Come on in.
Oh god. Not again. Alright. After this, I'm gonna try a different game. Or at least try to get a different game. If anyone joins. Trivia
Ooh,
she
I
wrote.
love sequels. Let's hope this is more of a Godfather 2 and not a Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh god.
Okay, first question. Mad Hatter syndrome is when somebody suffers from which kind of poisoning?
Mercury. They used to make the hats with mercury.
And the correct answer is... lame. Alright, next question. So, I'm trying to update the headshots on my personal website,
Okay.
but... it says the file cannot be found. Which error message number am I getting?
You should be getting error 404.
Who picked this one? Too easy.
A little bit. But you're doing
Let's
well.
try this again.
You can do it.
Where does the Muffin Man live?
The Muffin Man! The Muffin Man! Man. Oh, the Muffin Man.
And the correct answer is... this.
Oh, thank god.
Forget this. Come with me.
Oh god. I'm gonna die for getting it right.
Welcome to the killing floor.
I feel welcome.
We're going to play the finger cutting game. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off.
Always
It's
the
as clean
ring
cut as your finger's
finger,
about to
because
be.
then you don't have to get married.
Ah! Is it weird that I just love fingers? I guess anyone would say the same thing.
No, it's pretty weird.
I wonder if I should be doing more in this game to make people tweet. I should be getting people to tweet about this game, right? Ugh, I should really be pushing my branded hashtags.
Yeah. Probably. Just tell me your
How
Twitter
about
tag.
this? Mother Teresa's full title was Blessed Mother Teresa of...
So I can't answer New Delhi. I'm gonna guess Mumbai.
Who said this one?
Fuck.
Sorry, but wrong answers must be punished.
I get it. You got a job to do. I got a job to do.
Welcome back to the killing floor.
It's both ways. I get it.
Ugh, look at this mess. I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art. I have to remember to wash this in cold water. Memorize the pattern.
Top row.
Blood.
Left row. Middle row, except for the bottom. The L. And the dot off the corner. Okay. I think I got
Alright,
it.
that's enough time. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If your pattern is different than mine, I will kill you.
Cool.
Here's that art again. Now it's time to show your work.
I'm ready to die.
I bet this is the highlight in your sad little life.
It might be. I won't talk about it.
Is this a weird time to mention I'm allergic to wool? Well, it's true. I just wanted to get that out there. And I feel
Okay.
braver for telling you.
I'm glad you do.
Here's another one. What kind of geographical feature is a moor?
Oh, the Cliffs of Moher. So it's a cliff, I guess.
Who picked this one?
Nope.
Wrong
It's a
answers must be
fuck.
punished.
I hate words.
I like to give all my victims at least the
No.
illusion they could escape. Oh, I just love it when she spins. What are the
Oh.
odds? Shut up. Don't answer that.
Holy crap! Oh
Okay,
my
let's
god.
take a short break. Now, I don't want to make this awkward, but I've been
Okay.
dabbling in making my own candles, and, you know, if you want to purchase some, then... Ah, I made it awkward. Okay, forget it. Forget I said anything.
No, wait.
Let's try another one.
I'd be
There's
willing to
something I
buy
can't
some, my
stop
dude.
thinking about. What's the name of that George Seurat painting Cameron stares at in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Number one.
And the correct answer is...
I wanted to go with two.
Yes.
Fuck.
Sorry, but
Both
wrong
were wrong.
answers must be punished.
Now I get it.
We're going
Ugh.
to play chalices. Some of these chalices are poisoned. Pick a chalice to drink from.
Wood.
The drinks have been drunk. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Ah. Fuck.
This will hurt. Huh, I bet you're
Ah.
feeling pretty good about yourself, huh? Well, let that be a lesson.
Not really.
Never have self-esteem.
Oh well.
Terrible tragedy. Now, don't set foot in that old pantyhose factory. Rumor has it some awful things happened there. An eerie party game where people died for not knowing trivia questions. At least that's what the press release said. Somebody died. You hate to hear about a thing like that, but I'm telling you anyway. Horrible. No one knows.
Get it. It's terrible. Alright. Let's try a different game. Let's try... I think Trivia Murder Party is the only single player in this pack. I'm not entirely certain about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, so... 38, 36, 2 to 8, 1 to 8. Alright, let's try Espionage. It's simple, it's straightforward. And you know, Espionage. Okay. So let's play.
What does that mean?
That's the alarm that goes off when the world's man bun population has eclipsed 15%.
What do we do?
We head to the basement and we wait it out.
Okay, everybody, file out in an orderly manner. Remain calm.
I love the chatter in this.
I wouldn't have thought 55% though. Are you sure about those numbers?
Oh yeah. It may not make sense to us, but that's how people under 30 eat corn on the cob.
But why do you need a parasol?
It doesn't work otherwise.
What? Okay. Okay.
So I find out my wife is an agent.
And you had no idea?
No, I was sent to spy on her.
Whoa. And you have kids, right?
Yeah, turns out They're agents.
Wow, 4 incomes.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
I love the dialogue in this, and I low-key really just want to, like, sit here until someone joins, but just listen to this dialogue.
I've used these 2 tiny surveillance microphones hundreds of times. So you swallow this one.
Okay. And what about the other one?
That one's a suppository. Or wait, is this the one you swallow and the other? Maybe you should go see our doctor.
I love these. It's a simple life. It's nice.
Reminder to all agents, the company picnic is this Friday. The time and location details are encrypted into algorithms piggybacking on spam emails from a server promoting hair loss therapy. We still need sporks.
It's kind of good. Kind of like it. It's silly, but straightforward enough.
Attention Sector 5 interns, the toilet cam is in need of cleaning. Deep cleaning.
Oh, that's gross.
Say, Rob, do you ever think there are people out there listening in on our conversations?
Are you asking if I think there's people eavesdropping on the eavesdroppers?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, that's pretty meta.
But there could be, right?
I mean, sure. I guess there could be a group of people gathered in a room listening to our conversations at this very moment, but I find that hard to believe. That would mean this group of work associates or friends or family members would presumably have nothing better to do right now than to circle around and listen to our inane conversations.
Yeah, I suppose it is a pretty silly thought.
I mean, how pathetic would that group have to be? They could be enjoying each other's company, but instead they're actually listening to us.
I guess you'd have to be a pretty pathetic group to do that.
Exactly. They're the type of people I'd hate to be at a party with.
I bet they're the type of party that puts out a veggie tray. A veggie tray.
Yeah, and they probably have a pre-scheduled time for when the party ends. Well, it's 10 o'clock. Time to mosey on out.
Oh, just thinking about a party like that bums me out. I'm sorry I ever brought it up.
Me too. A group that would actually listen in on our dumb conversations? What losers.
Listen. I do not need to be called out like this. Fuck you. Fuck you. Very much.
Hey Dimitri, you watch The Americans?
Yes, every day.
That show is nuts. All the makeup and wigs and their whole wardrobe is crazy, right?
I don't know. I look at metadata. I don't know from wigs and makeup.
No, Dimitri, I know you watch Americans. I'm talking about The Americans on TV.
Well, there is always Americans on TV. All of them wear wigs now?
No, it's a TV show. It's not average Americans walking down the street.
Yes, this would be stupid. We see this already on the closed-circuit security camera.
Do you even own a television?
No, not since end of Seinfeld.
Okie dokie. Good talking to you, Dimitri.
Yes, good talk.
Okay. These always get me.
To all agents, the break room refrigerator will be cleaned out on Friday. Please remove all personal items. This includes condiments, lunch containers, and the frozen Hitler brain. Thank you.
The what? Excuse me?
Reminder to all agents that once you attach a piece of surveillance equipment below your waist, you are free to keep it or burn it. Please do not return it to my desk.
Honestly, fair.
It's 90 degrees. What happened to the air conditioning?
Budget cuts.
What happened to the ice in the freezer?
Broken ice maker.
Yeah, so if you could ask her to call me back at the field office, that'd be great. This is Agent Warren. Thanks. Bye. What?
Why do you refer to yourself as Agent Warren?
Because it's my name.
Your first name?
So,
You're doing the whole one name thing like Madonna?
I gotta go. Lunch plans.
You meeting Ranger Rick and Fire Marshal Bill?
How do you know Warren's not my first and last name?
Because I've known you for 7 years.
Have you?
Nameplate's right there on your desk.
Is it?
You are so annoying.
Am I?
Attention agents. For anyone with lingering character traits from our intensive company production of A Streetcar Named Desire, mandatory deprogramming is at 3, y'all. Yes.
Okay, how would one describe Jackbox?
Why does Susan always post these flyers for Agency Girls Night? Does anyone ever go to them?
Yeah, I went once. It was just me and Susan in a Nicholas Sparks movie marathon.
No. What a nightmare. How many movies did you have to...
I don't want to talk about it.
No, tell me.
I don't want to talk about it.
These are so good.
Attention field agents. The following nicknames have already been taken. Falcon, Viper, Little Pumpkin, Meemaw, Sleepy Pete, Goober, Terry Gross, Cargo Shorts, Chumbawamba, Spider, Spider with a Y, Clumpy, Demogorgon the Dark Overlord, and Jonathan. Thank you for listening.
Shot.
Data collection? No, we don't have Prince Albert Nakina. Tom, I know it's you.
Hey, you guys going to lunch soon?
Yeah. You know, we should invite the new guy.
We should. I can't remember his name, though.
Can't either.
I haven't met him yet.
I think it was Chris.
No.
Something like Chris.
Craig, Kyle, Crinkle.
Kevin, Comfy, Quicksilver, Condoleezza, Quail Egg.
Yeah. Go say, hey, Quail Egg, want to go to lunch?
Corky, Condiment?
Christmas.
How about just walking over and saying, hey, I'm Warren. I'm sorry, but I can't remember your name.
Can you say Christmas, but sort of mutter it so he thinks you said his name?
Sure. And if it's wrong, I'll just tell him Brian said that was his name.
Right.
Hey, Chris Timonen, and...
I hate you guys.
Fox.tv. I'm gonna see if it can connect on your computer.
Hello?
Hey Dave, it's Brian. I'm at home sick today. Could you log on to my terminal real quick?
Sure thing. What's your password?
Brian.
Your name is your password?
Well, yeah, but it's spelled B-R-I-O-N.
Are you serious? That can be hacked in 11 nanoseconds.
Uppercase N, and then lowercase e, smiley face, frowny face, laughing out loud face, and registered trademark sign.
That'll work.
Fair, my dude. Fair. Sorry if this is boring to anyone watching.
Attention all agents. The winner of the 4 days, 4 nights, all-inclusive vacation to the Area 51 Golf Resort and Spa is Agent Aletto. Please report to the front desk to let us know your preferred dates, as well as your head size, so we can get a dark sack that properly restricts all vision. Congratulations.
Thanks. And that's gonna be the end of that. Okay. Maybe people aren't interested in Gaspionage. Maybe you'd be a little more interested in Quiplash. Alright. Let's do some Quiplash. Hell yeah. Let's do some Quiplash. Alrighty. Kind of a jam. If anyone's interested in joining, feel free to. And try some Quiplash. Feel free to hop on in. This music is kind of a jam. Anyone interested in joining or anything like that? Anyone who's interested, feel free to join or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright, gonna give it another minute or so. I really do like this soundtrack. If anyone's interested, feel free to join in. It's a group effort. Alright, let's try something else. Alright, TKO. I don't have any merch, but you can buy one of the shirts from this. Hell yeah. Let's go. Alright. Let's go. Anyone interested in joining? Feel free to. All right. Don't worry, I just messaged someone. We're gonna be doing something in a little bit, but not quite yet. Alright. Let's go back. Trivia Murder Party. Since I can play that single player. It mocks me, but it's not a terrible thing. Let's give it another minute. Alright, let's go. Yep, just featuring me.
Wake up. Wake up. Welcome to Trivia Night. Wait, have I kidnapped you before? Never mind the rules. Let's get to the game.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
First question. The 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill took place in which body of water? Use your
I think it's the
device.
Gulf of Mexico.
And the correct answer is...
Hell yeah.
Too easy. Alright, next question. I am really, really, really sorry about this next question. Please forgive me. Who's the youngest of the Kardashian sisters? Use your device to answer the question.
I don't think it's Kim. I'm not sure. Let's guess.
Who picked this?
Hey.
Very good.
There we go.
I've got more questions for you. In mathematics, what does I stand for?
Imaginary numbers.
Who said? This one?
Hell
Forget
yeah.
this. Come with me.
You're gonna kill me anyways?
Welcome to the killing floor.
I'm welcome.
Let's test your memory.
Okay.
Memorize the pattern.
Bobo. Gaga. Cool. Bobo and
Alright,
Gaga.
let's put these away.
Or
From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? I will accept
Gaga.
0 mistakes.
Gaga.
And here it is again. How close
There
did
we
you
go.
get?
Hell yeah.
Correct. Your brain saved your other organs.
Thanks, brain. Doing a good job. Just like normal.
And in case you can't tell by my questions, I'm totally just a big nerd.
Cool. I support that.
Let's try
Entirely.
another one.
Being a nerd is the
How
best way
many
to be.
clocks are there in Dali's famous painting, The Persistence of Memory?
There's 4.
And the correct answer is this.
Hell
Lame.
yeah. Good, I like cheese.
Here's another one. Anthrocon is the world's largest convention for what?
Furries, I would guess.
Who said this one? Too easy.
That one was
Alright,
actually pretty
next
tough.
question.
You're doing a good job. I believe in you.
How many chakras are there?
I think there's 7?
And the correct answer is this. Forget this. Come with me.
Gonna kill me even though I got the questions right.
Hello, Guten Tag. Welcome
Guten
back to the
Tag.
killing floor. Uh-oh, this is a mess. There's blood all over this art. I think I'm using the wrong type of lid for this jar of blood. I really need to get out all the lids and match them, but that's gonna take like a whole afternoon. Memorize the pattern of blood.
L dot dot dot. Okay. I'm getting there.
Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If your pattern is different than mine, I will kill you.
Damn it. I don't remember.
Here's that art again. Now it's time to show your work. Sucks to
No. I got 6 right in a row.
You're like the salmon swimming upstream, and just before you got to the spawning pool, a bear snatched you up. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of nature docs lately.
Terrible.
I want vengeance.
Welcome to the sequel. Now 40% less fun than the original. Let's play.
Let's battle.
Okay, first question. Let's start things off with a picture question. Not a lot of people know this, but I'm a certified piano instructor, and these are my 2 prized pupils. They're really a gifted duo. Well, technically, when they play together, it's more of a quartet. They can really tickle the ivories in a way that makes the piano sound like it's screaming from sheer pain. They make me so proud. Okay.
Aww.
How many red digits were in the picture?
9.
And the
Pink.
correct answer is... lame.
Hey.
How about this?
We're doing good.
Spoiler alert!
Hell yeah.
In Peter and the Wolf, who gets eaten by the wolf?
I think it's Peter? I don't know.
Who picked this one?
Nope.
Sorry, but wrong answers must be punished.
You punished me for right ones too, so...
Welcome to the killing floor. Time to explore the magical world of words. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. Just ignore any blood on the letters. But I will be very disappointed if you can't find at least a 5-letter word. Do it now. The letters don't have to touch each other, and remember to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you came up with.
Thank God.
Wow, you know what? I'm not even mad. Good for you.
Thank you.
Hey, do you like the place? Originally I was gonna put a hot tub down here, but I was like, hey, you've been talking about a torture pit your whole life. You deserve it.
You do. You really do.
Let's try this again. What food company actually owns the Weight Watchers weight loss clinics?
Oh.
And the correct answer is this. Wrong
Really?
answers must be punished. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor.
Hey.
We're going to play chalices. There are 4 chalices. Half of them are poisoned. Pick a chalice to drink from. Hope it tasted good. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Damn.
Let's face it, you would have drank poison at some point in your life anyway.
Yeah. You're right.
You did not survive very long at all. You know what would have helped? Friends. But no, you're a lone wolf, and look where that got you.
I'm not a lone wolf. No one from chat is joining.
Terrible tragedy. Now, don't set foot in that old pantyhose factory. They say terrible things happen there. A deadly game that danced around sex and drug references, but never explicitly said them so as not to affect their game rating. Somebody died.
It's vengeance time.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the trivia.
No, it's never safe.
Okay, first question. What body of water connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean?
Oh. Oh. I've been playing a lot of diplomacy, so maybe this is right.
And the correct answer is... Sorry, but
It's
wrong
not.
answers must be punished. Welcome to the killing floor. It's time for some finger cutting. This one's not for the faint
Ring
of heart
finger.
or fond of finger. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. My dog could do it, but he doesn't have fingers. Ah! Thanks for the finger. Shoot, I forgot to pick up the coffee filters. Sorry, I don't know why that popped into my head. I
No,
should
I get it.
probably run out after I'm done with you.
Okay.
Let's try another one. What is the title of Amy Poehler's memoir? And the correct answer is... this. Wrong answers must be punished.
Damn.
Well, howdy there. Welcome back to the killing floor.
Guten Tag.
Grease up your spinning arm. It's
Oh,
loser
God.
wheel time. Oh, I just love it when she spins. Hard to beat those odds, and you didn't. Ouch! Somebody was quick to die. Have you ever considered cheating? Maybe cheating is something you should do.
terrible tragedy. I wouldn't recommend poking around the old carnival grounds. Rumor has it some awful things happened there. A party game, but with creepy stuff added. I don't know, I think maybe I'd understand it better if I was a millennial. Somebody died. Why is it always the dumb ones that suffer? Horrible. Hold on, you're not my wife. Why am I talking to you? Get away from me, you weirdo!
Hi, the party's downstairs. Come on in.
Okay.
Ooh, I love sequels. Let's hope this is more of a Godfather 2 and not a Blues Brothers 2000. Okay now, first question. If you don't know this one, you're probably not a real music fan. Which monster does not get mentioned in the Monster Mash? And the correct answer is...
Fuck.
Sorry, but wrong answers must be punished.
No, I get it. I just don't think I should be punished for right answers.
Do your stretches, mathletes. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get at least 10 right, you die.
Alright, let's do
Time
this.
to get your math
Negative
on.
4. Fuck. 7. Negative 3. 13.
I got these
8,
problems from a textbook that I found in a
6,
backpack that I found on a body that I found in an alley.
9. 11. 8.
Your time is subtracting
5,
at an alarming rate.
Minus 2. 18. 4.
Should I
Oh.
check you for a hidden abacus? Scores, scores. Yay, scores. Next question. Who is credited with saying, 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead?
Nixon,
Who
I
said,
guess.
This one? Wrong
Really?
answers must be punished. Welcome back to the killing floor. Please take off your shoes.
Okay.
Let's do a little memory test. Memorize the pattern.
Gugga-bud-oh? Gugga-bowl? Kugga.
And done. From left to right. What was the order of the colors?
Fuck.
I hate to be one of those modern parents with impossible standards, but if you get one wrong, you die. Was this what you entered? How did you do?
Don't know. Oh, thank God.
Speaking of memory, I'm never going to forget how angry I am right now that no one died.
I get it. I get it. I do.
Woo! This game has made me sweat. Glad I didn't wear a shirt today.
What?
Let's try another one.
Okay.
I'm looking for a new pet, but I want something with a scary name. This Labradoodle just isn't doing it for me. What type of animal is a hellbender?
Whoa.
Who picked
Yes.
this one? Sorry, but wrong answers must be punished.
I get it. I do. Get it.
Oh darn, this is such a mess. I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art. Eat your heart out, Jackson Pollock. Memorize the pattern of blood.
Finally, an easy one.
Alright, that's enough time. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces. Here's that art again, and here's what you did.
Thanks for an easy one, my dude.
Not bad. So I kill you in a different game. What's the diff?
Can you give me some easier questions?
Scoreboard time is a good time to relax, let the tensions of the game drift away, and just reconnect with who we are as people.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, Enjoy this time.
Yeah.
Alright, next question.
Okay.
Who's the salesman in Death of a Salesman?
I've read this. It's been a while.
Who said?
Probably wrong.
This one?
Yeah,
Wrong
it is.
answers must be punished.
I get it. I just hate it.
Well, I hope you know how to spell.
No.
Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I will be really upset if you can't find at least a 7-letter word. Word time, go!
Is there an R? Fuck.
Let's see what you could come up with.
Fuck, that's not 7 letters.
This was inevitable. Not a great showing. I'm not mad. I'm not sure I want to be around you anymore, you know?
I'm dead.
Terrible tragedy. I wouldn't go down to that stretch of road where those rich kids hit a guy with a car and tried to cover it up all while acting like jerks. Except for one girl, if I were you. They say terrible things happen there. People forced to play some crazy game show using their phones as controllers. I don't really understand the technology. Somebody died. You hate to hear about a thing like that, but I'm telling you anyway. Tragic. Anyway, after all that, wouldn't you know it, the psycho up and kidnapped me, chained me to the wall, and that pretty much brings us to now. Looks like this tape recorder is about to run out, so if anyone finds these tapes, I'm being held at...
Hi, the party's downstairs.
Okay.
Come on in.
I think this is a good time to just kind of exit. I'll be streaming later tonight, so you're free to join, but I'm done with this. Frustrated. Need a break.
He threw me in, now here I am. I'm in his basement, cold and afraid, where a deadly trivia game is played. Though it's dark, I can kind of see there are others trapped down here with me. We're all dreading what he'll carry out. Then all at once we hear him shout. It's a trivia murder party, and I'm your crazy host. You better answer carefully or be turned into a ghost. There's no point in your running, you probably won't survive. But maybe if your luck holds out, you'll get out of here alive. I beg and plead and beg some more, but he drags me onto the killing floor. Well, there's nowhere out that I can find, and there's a pack of ghosts that's right behind. It's a trivia murder party, and I'm your crazy host. You better answer carefully or be turned into a ghost. There's no point in you running, you probably won't survive. But maybe if your luck holds out, you'll get out of here alive. Will I survive? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, I try not dying inside this game show